Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. I'm Bryce, and today we're going to be learning how to play Christmas, The Ultimate Christmas, a Disney Channel original movie, parentheses 2001. And because somebody asked me about the chords, and I was like, I'm just going to make a video. So yeah, let's do that now. First thing you're going to need is a guitar. Standard tuning, easy peasy. This should be accessible to basically everybody, I think. It's a great intro into multiple different types of things. We got finger picking, we've got some bar chords, we've got some power chords, and we've got some shenanigans. So let's get into it. Perfect. All right, so the first thing that happens is the intro. The whole Christmas never felt so special. Okay, just to be clear, I was gonna record an acoustic. I was gonna record me playing the song live, but my voice is shot, so I don't want to hear it. So, first part, ring finger on the A string, 5th fret, 16 times, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And what I'm doing there is that my first finger goes down to the E string 2nd fret, and then it slides up to the E string 3rd fret. That's it. That's the whole intro. You just do that twice. And then it goes into it's 4 p.m. and there are two families talking. What we do for that part is your middle finger on the E string 5th fret and your first finger on the D string 4th fret. With your thumb and your index finger, you just, oh shit. Playing my thumb and then plucking up with my first finger. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then you bring your middle finger up to the E string 5th fret and do the same thing, except you're plucking the E string with your thumb and you keep plucking the D string. And you do that 4 times. And then you do a little quick swap where you bring your first finger to the E string 3rd fret and your middle finger to the D string 4th fret. And then you just do that again. I'm not gonna sing right now because it sounds busted, but we can whistle it. So what that sounds like is, okay, that sounds like is, which is adorable, actually. I wish I'd put in a whistling part in. That's crazy. And so that just happens twice. At the end of the second one, I kind of slow down a little bit. So it's amazing we can do this, both families say. And you just do like one strum of the last shape. For the chord part, for how school is it stressful, you make a little bar chord on the A string 5th fret. The way you do that is you put your first finger on the A string 5th fret and then bar from the D string down to the B string on the 7th fret, and I try to not press down the E string or else it sounds weird. And I'm just like hitting it with my nail like that, almost pretending like it's a pick. Just 8 counts of that, so just 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you, similarly to the finger picking, you bring your first finger up and you keep the same bar, and that sounds like this. Third chord in this, you bring your first finger down to the 3rd fret E string, your ring finger over to the A string 5th fret, and your middle finger to the D string 4th fret, and you make this emo ass chord. So all together it sounds like this. For the strumming pattern, doesn't really matter too much. Every take I did was like a different strumming pattern, but I think the one we landed on was like this. I don't know how to describe it, but I will show you slowly. The one thing I can say is that I'm a big fan of like jutting the 1, starting to play on the 2. So it's like how school is like the energy there, like. And then the next part is the kids all get impatient. For that one, you just bring a power chord down, which is your first finger and your ring finger, to the E string 2nd fret. So your first finger's on the E string 2nd fret and your ring finger is on the A string 4th fret. And that just sounds like this. And same strumming pattern applies. You just do like 4 of each of these. You slide it up to the same shape, up 1 fret to the 3rd fret. slide it up again to the 5th fret, and then you're going to be sliding it up again to the 7th fret. So that sounds like this. And then it'll go back down to the 4th fret, and you do the same thing. You just slide back up to the 6th fret, so... down to the 5th fret, play that 4 times, and then you go into this dominant 5/7, the 5 with a 7 in it. I don't know what the music there yet. What you do for that is your first finger's on the E string 5th fret, and your middle finger is on the D string 5th fret, your ring finger is on the G string 6th fret, and your pinky finger is on the B string 7th fret, and then you just play it with your thumb, your first, your middle, and your ring finger, just strumming the strings that you have pressed down. That's the gay part. For the chorus, the last part, the outro, it's similar notes to the intro, except they're power chords, and for the first chord you don't actually play it, I'm just singing. And the first chord you play in that is that really emo chord we played before, with your first finger on the E string 3rd fret, your ring finger on the A string 5th fret, and your middle finger on the D string 4th fret. So that sounds like Christmas never felt so special. And then you go back down to the A string 5th fret power chord. And you stop for a second and chug. Just muting by just leaving your fingers on the strings without pressing anything down. And then you do a power chord on the E string 2nd fret. Back up to that same chord on the 3rd fret, and then you go into similar chords for the first verse. So you bar the A string 5th fret, bring your first finger up again like that first verse to the E string, and then you go back into that emo chord on the E string 3rd fret. Chord, you just go into an E string 5th fret power chord. You do have the option to stay in that bar, so it's E string 5th fret and then barring the D string to the B string 7th fret. I haven't decided which one I like better. And then the next one is slightly weirder. You put your middle finger, your first finger, whichever one's more comfortable, on the 7th fret E string, and then you bar the 7th fret D string through B string with your ring finger. And that sounds like that. And then you drag your first finger down to the E string 5th fret. So that sounds like this. For the final thing, you just play single note on the E string 3rd fret, and then single note on the E string 5th fret, and then single baby note on the A string 5th fret. Altogether, that outro sounds like this. I'm sorry I couldn't sing it for y'all right now. If you want to hear it, go listen to the song. Good work. You did it. So that's it. That's the song. I hope y'all found that helpful. If you didn't, feel free to ask any questions in the comments. If you learn how to play it, record it, tag me. I would love to see it. It blows my mind that y'all go out of your way to learn the songs I make. I obviously grew up watching these types of tutorials and stuff like that, so I hope it's helpful and stuff. Thank you for listening to the song. It's doing way better than I thought it would, and thank you for just sticking along for the ride and watching the videos. I'm Bryce, and thank you for being part of my life. Pew. God, I missed Gorsh been forever. Oh, it's still fucking recording.
Were you there? Convinced we jumped